Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. Today we are designing with Bargain Bead BoxSubscription for the month of December. And I'm gonna do something with this big snowflake ornament right here. It looks like ornament, and I'm gonna use this 24 gauge silver wire, artistic wire, and I'm gonna take about say 12, not 12, oops, 24 inches or so of wire, and I'm gonna cut myself that length to work with. And also I'm gonna use all my regular tools: round nose pliers, flat nose pliers or needle nose pliers, tweezed nose pliers in my case, nylon jaw, wire cutters and stuff like that. So here we go. I have here my length, and then I'm gonna just insert in one of this spot right here, and I'm gonna bend this wire a bit and wrap this wire around this frame. You can use your pliers to help you. There we go. Once you secure that around your pendant, okay, just about say this much, couple of wraps is also good enough. I just secured the wire with 2 wraps and then pushing it to the side. Okay, then picking up our bicones right here. Drop one bicone right there. Okay, and want it to sit across just like this. So take the wire and feed it through. It's long, so it's cumbersome. Feed it through this spot right here. You don't want the wire to kink, so slowly adjust it as you go. Right, then there we go. Now just one wrap. Do another wrap right here. Okay, pick up the next bicone, drop it down to your work and do the same. Another wrap. So I want to fit 2 bicones in this each slot in between these 2 wires. In between these 2, see this? I want to fit 2. 2 will fit very nicely because we have this 2 wrap, and this is where we started. It's kind of looking a little bit tough, but it should be easy. Take the wire and feed it through the slot and bring it down. As you work with it, you will feel comfortable with that. So 2 wraps, right? Then now I want to come to the next one. So you can continuously wrap it, which I would want to, because at the end of the day, how nicely it looks, that's what is important. Doesn't depend on where we put inside, right? Then I'm going from the top to the bottom, letting all the wire down, and then once I come short, then I do that and do the same. Feed the wire through the slot bring it down. Now I'm ready to pick up the next bicone. You can also use the roundel bead that we got or the crystal quartz that we got, but I thought against the silver pendant, the blue looks, metallic blue looks really nice and stunning. I also have this snowflake pendant, but I don't know if I will use it because I'm already using a blue color right here, right? Just don't want to overpowerly have it in blue. But if you like the look of it, go for it. And I have picked out this beads and this beads also out from our box. Let's see how the design takes us, where the design takes us. All right. So here we go. Once I got this pendant, immediately I thought I will embellish this pendant with some smaller beads. We also got that small bead right here, this guy right here, but as you can see it's very pale against this pendant, so that's why I didn't. So here I have a very short distance, so I'm trying to put it in the next slot available. So there we go, and see how it goes. See this? I don't want. There we go. So hold the bead right there and pull. Oops. There we go. See this? A small thing broke off or the plating came. Just want to go with the flow of the wire, and I don't want to work the wire more by, you know, work the wire as little as possible. If you do more, then you will work hard on it and it won't be as flexible. There is a chance for you to actually add the wire if you want to in this kind of wrapping, but I would like to work with maximum wire I have available right here. Maybe we need to add more wire, but let's see when we come there. Use your pliers if you want to kind of wrap it nicely. Sometimes it's hard to do that. There we go. Then put it again inside. Bring the wire down and wrap. I take mine slower so that I don't see this. You go ahead and press with your pliers. So 2 wraps is all I'm doing. If you want more wraps in between your beads or even less than 2, just 1, that's totally fine, whichever is appealing to you. Take your time, don't rush it. Wire wrapping is little bit intimidating for some people, and for some people it comes out really nice, but for me, if I work faster, then I will mess up the things. So I like to work slow, one at a time. So here I'm guessing how much I will have. So I'll go into the next slot. There we go. And I shall continue wrapping it around and I'll come back. I'm almost done. This is my last crystal and I picked 24 inches to be perfect for this. Going through the entire snowflake ornament, doing 2 wraps in between the crystal. So it was about, say, perfect. Here we go. At some point of time I thought I need to add wire. It's good that I don't have to. And then just tuck the tail in. There we go. So here you have a small gap. If you want, if I had wire, I would have wrapped one more. I'm still contemplating, should I even do that? If I had some more wire, so take 25 to 26 inches of wire. That way you don't have that gap anymore in your work, so that it's even, right? So anyways, my chain is going to come here. I'm going to put the chain right here, so I'll use that space for that. And then in the bottom, what I'm going to do is, see, there is 2-sided, so, and then I'm going to hang some chain like this. Like, I am going to treat this like a dream catcher pendant, so I'm going to hang stuff from here, maybe this crystal, right, and even this one right here, and this one, and some more beads that we have, these roundels which came in the box. So I'm picking some roundels, some bead caps, and some spacer beads. So first I shall decide the chain length. So I'm gonna take my ruler and measure myself. So this is gonna be a dream catcher, so I want this to sit below my shoulder line, so I want it about, say, 18 inches. So here we go, 12, 18 inches is about here. So I shall cut my chain right there, right? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some jump rings and attach the chain to the center of this necklace. Okay, open, wiggle, 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 open it up, and then I'm just going to see the center, or we can add the clasp first. So we do have a clasp right here, the toggle clasp. I can use this clasp, but I don't want to use this. You can use this clasp, totally not a problem. We already have that in our stash, why not, right? So what I want to do is I want to use a jump ring and lobster claw, just because I kind of like it to be very secure. So if I can get a split ring, maybe that's a good thing. So a smaller split ring, that will work. And then I'm trying to see where there we go, my lobster claw clasps are. So you can use the toggle clasp, it's not a big deal at all. So I just, this is split ring, this is much more safer, and so just open up the split ring a little bit, just like so. How you do with the keyring, when you put keys in your keyring holder, that's how you do this. So just open up a little bit and move, 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 until you reach the spot, and then just kind of squish that split ring until it closes, just like that. So there we have this, and then I'm gonna add the lobster claw clasp on this end. So here we go. It's kind of a different chain per se. You can see this has a loop, but you can adjust this loop a bit so that you have a nice U-shaped area to put your jump ring on, right? Put it on here and add your lobster claw and close it. Make sure it's completely closed. There we go, and that's our chain. We got the chain ready. Now I find the center point and then add my jump ring there. The jump ring, I'm using it from my own stash. Pick a loop right here and put your jump ring in there, and over here, see there is two areas. I'm gonna put 2 jump rings, so kind of wiggle it through. I know I bumped the camera a little bit. There we go. Close it. Now we got it on the one side. I'm gonna take another jump ring and do it on the other side. That way it will be even on both sides. So what I'm going to do is first put it on the side of the snowflake and then take my chain, hold it perfectly, and slip. First I will do the chain first. Let me just fix the camera a bit. Sorry about that. So do this first. There we go. Then come back here. I did it. Now we have this. This in itself is very nice. If you want to leave it at this point of time, you can. But I just want to dress it up a bit. But this chain looks more decorative for this, so I would like to change the chain. If you want, you can use the same chain, no problems. We still have enough to work with, but I want to use it for something else. So I'm going to take another curved chain like the regular ones that we have. I do have only these chains. Let me be back. Hi friends, I took this chain from my stash. You can also use the chain that came with the Bargain Bead box, but I would like to use this one right here and also some of these things right here. So I want to save these two in case if I plan something, but this I want to use it here. For this I have some 24 gauge artistic wire that we have to wire wrap this guy. So I take about say 5 inches, that's more than enough for our wire wrapping, 4 to 5 inches. So here we go. I take this pointed crystal quartz, and this is what it is. So just take it, see, leave 1/3 of the wire here and 2/3 here, and then just fold it into half, just like how you would wrap a teardrop. Make it into a V shape and then straighten the bigger wire, the longer wire here, and then take the short wire and wrap it around a couple of times, and then you can snip that off. Okay, and tuck the tail in. Now we have this, and now we take the chain, we make a wrap loop here, just like so. Start the loop and then take the chain and add the chain into that loop and hold your pliers and wrap it around until you reach the bottom wrap, just like so. And then you can snip it off right here, then tuck the tail end if there is one. Okay, now this one is attached, so I want this to be in the center. So wherever this one is connected, that's where I want this to come from. So almost the center, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to snip off my chain right there. So this is how much long I want. I don't want it very long, but at the same time I want it quite okay long. So there we go. Cut it about, say there. So let me measure this for you guys. Let's say about 1¼ inch. Now take a jump ring. Take your bent nose pliers, open up the jump ring, okay, and add the chain to the jump ring and to this point right here. So I'm just going to put it inside this loop. Why? Because I can put it in the frame, but it doesn't come in the center, right? So I'm just putting it right here. This way it will be in the center. Make sure your jump ring is closed nice and tight. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you guys must not be hearing my voice that properly. Sorry, my mic was a little bit off. So I added the jump ring to the wire wrap and now to the center, because this one comes in the straight, so we have to put it on either side. That won't be in the center, right? So make sure the jump ring is closed. So I wire wrapped it exactly how you would wrap a bracelet. And this is the front, and I want this to sit like this. So one is done. Then you want to add this also. You can add it here, but I want this to be a focal. If I add this pendant here, then this automatically becomes a focal, which I don't want to. Don't want to take that attention here. So, and also we need some head pins if you have available. So let me just take some head pins. These are some ball head pins from my stash. So take this bead, put it in here, and then if you want you can add the spacer and a bicone. It's all your choice. You don't have to add the same thing. Take your round nose pliers, keep it right between, then make a loop. It's a short head pin, so I won't have a lot of wraps. Take the chain and put it through this loop, just like so. Okay, and hold it right there and wrap it just once or twice, how much ever you can. If you have a bigger longer head pin, then you can do a couple of wraps, but this is more than enough for it to be secure. Tucking the tail in. So now I'm deciding where I want this. I want this right here or right there. So I want it pretty much right here, so I have to add it here. Just leave some gap. So I'm just going to snip off here the chain, and then take another jump ring. You can also use the S loop, the S link or S loop link. That will be much more safer than this. So here we go. I'm gonna add it in this spot right here. There we go. So I'm not adding anything in the frame. I'm just going to add it in the wrap loop that we made with the bicones. That's where I'm adding. It's just a personal choice. You can add it directly there. Okay, so our two things are here, right here. I have added that. Now you can do it symmetrical or asymmetrical. I would like to do asymmetrical, I guess. So take the roundel beads. I want to just add the roundel bead and a bead cap. That's cute, kind of. And take it, bend it, keep your round nose pliers. So why you keep your round nose pliers on top of that? This length is needed to wrap, so that's why we keep it on top of that. If you are making a basic loop, we don't need that distance. And then reposition your pliers like this, and then now wrap it around the mandrel. You have a loop. Reposition your pliers now, then straighten your loop. That way your loop will be pretty. Then I'm not cutting the chain first. As I am going, I'm cutting it. So you can do it whichever way you want. So this is what it is. And then you can wrap the loop. You can wrap the wire around this. And make sure everything is nice. And tuck the tail in. So we have another dangle. So if you want, you can add this dangle here or all the way here. That is also totally nice. I like it. So I'm going to add 5 chains right here. So that's where I'm going to cut, because that's where I need that to be. So here we go. So what I'm going to do at this point of time is take another head pin. We need some head pins. Take another head pin, straighten it out a bit, and take this, okay, and put the chain here. Oops. Once again, take it, put the chain here, and snip off exactly where the other chain ends. We are doing this now so that we ensure that both are of the same distance. For this I didn't do it, but let me count the links. 1 2 3 4 4 links. Again, I cut myself a 4 links length. There we go. So now these things are done. Take your jump ring, open it up, and add this chain link. I want it here, so I turn it around and I add it to this link right there. Okay. Now make this all fall in the front. And this is how it looks like. Okay, so now we have this link. There should be one more piece right here. Hi friends, so we have attached 3. Now we shall attach 3 more here. You can continue the same pattern if you want to, or you can continue a different one, whichever you like. So you can change this by this and this, or you can even add the bicone. So And also we have this one right here, right? So we can utilize these two. So here we go again. I have this chain right here and this chain right here. So I've cut the length. So the beads are gonna be maybe different or the same. It's totally up to you, as I said. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a roundel bead cap per se, and then this small roundel for here, and then actually I'll save that there. I can, yes, I'll just do this. Make a wrap loop. So just bend it and then reposition your pliers, make a loop, right, and then hold it. Now before closing the loop, make sure you join it to the chain, the loop in the chain. There we go. Hold on to that loop. You can do it with your fingers, the wrapping, or you can do it with your pliers, whichever is convenient for you. It also depends upon what gauge it is. If it is a thicker one, it's better to do with the pliers than to strain your fingers. If it is a thinner gauge, then it's easier to do with your fingers. Tuck the tail in. And so somebody was asking about how to make consistent loops. So this is your round nose pliers. I have a permanent marker here, and then you can mark the pliers just like so with your permanent marker. That way, whenever you make a loop, you can do this size. And this one, even though it's from a permanent marker, it will go away. Trust me, it will go away. And then you can just do it again, right? You can make this mark again and again, so that whenever you start making a loop, you will hold on to there and then do it. So now it's our last bead right here. So for this, I'm just going to put the same thing, right? So now if you can see, I keep it here, bend the wire, change it around and bring it, and the loop will be the same size, right? So that's what you need to do when you want a consistent loop. Take this piece of chain, add the loop to our loop in the eye pin, or sorry, head pin, and hold it there and try to do at least one wrap. If you have a longer head pin, like 2 inch, 2.5 inch or more, tuck the tail in. So we have our dangle ready. Now all we need to do is take our jump ring, take our bent nose pliers and just go back and forth. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now you can go ahead and add this longer one to the jump ring first, then go to the back of your wire wrap and try to do it here. It might be hard somewhere, I'll just be back. Sometimes it's easier to actually put the jump ring first and add the chain rather than doing it the other way around. So now I added the jump ring. Now I'm putting the chain in. Close it. Okay, there we go. Now the final thing. Grab one more jump ring. Open it up. Add your chain. So this one I did it in the front for some reason. I don't know why, but I did it in the front, so I'm going to do it there only, just to be consistent with the other side. And our dangles are okay. I did in the wrong one. Oops. Okay. This one came. Move everything in the back. Okay, good. Let me take this off and I put it in the same thing. So I have to put it in the next bicone loop. There we go. So I call this like a dream catcher snowflake necklace. That's what I call this. I think that's a pretty name to it. I mean, the choice is all up to you. You can add you can just finish it off just with wire wrapping, or you don't have to do wire wrapping. You can just do this, and also you can actually do some wire wrapping here just to bring the bring more attention to the center. You can do some wire wrapping there also if you want to. It's totally up to you. Or you can make a lot of dangles. I just did 5. You can make several of them with the chain, and then just don't do the wire wrap. So there's a lot of options, variations that you can do with this kind of a necklace, and I hope you guys like this necklace. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I really want you guys to leave me a comment below before you dislike any video. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but it would help me to improve my videos more to cater to your needs. I know exactly if I did something wrong or so. Just let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.